Netshirian.
Welcome back to the mini-series Ransomware Deconstructed. Now that we understood the life cycle of a ransomware attack and who and what sorts of attacks are occurring, let's explore who attacks using ransomware. Well, these are called threat actors. These are bad guys. And there are a few of the bad guy types. Why is it important to know? Well, depending on who you are, you can see a particular type of attacker and they have a style and a tendency to attack, a preference of target. And it's useful to know these things because it leads to better defense. Know your enemy. It's the basic tenet of Sun Tzu, of course. So, the first kind of attacker that uses ransomware are criminal gangs. These guys are really driven by the profit motive. They're interested in the dollars, the capitalistic pigs, just like the rest of us. Frequently, they're not based in the United States or in North America, but they're based in harder to get at countries, maybe Russia, China, North Korea, Eastern Europe, these kinds of places. Of course, they would not appear to be from these based on camouflaging their IP and so on. And the dollar goes a long way, frankly, in all of these places. The second kind of threat actor who uses ransomware, state sponsored. These guys are really bad guys that are paid and motivated by their governments. And these guys aren't so much looking at profit, but they're looking really at disruption. They're trying to get to a target that's the enemy of the country that sponsored them and trying to do social or geostrategic kinds of motives. Sometimes it's a precursor to warlike acts. So before they actually invade your country, you might get an attack on your electricity infrastructure or on your banking system because they're trying to disrupt the target as a precursor to something that actually happens physically on the ground. The third kind of threat actor who's using ransomware are the folks that have made it their business. They aren't the criminal gangs or the state sponsored, but they provide ransomware as a service. They will generally split the risk with an affiliate who will actually do the attacks, but they'll also split the revenue. So they're splitting responsibility and their expertise. People are sort of getting into their swim lanes. And so this is another kind of attacker that might use ransomware. Hope this was useful, and I'll see you in the next chapter.
Netshirian.